All right, so if you're trying to replace your entire business development, your outreach, opening up net new accounts for B2B manufacturers, vendors of retail, CPG brands, this is exactly the video you need to be watching, because what's actually happening out there isn't what you expect it to. And if you watch this video, you're going to be ahead of every single one of your competitors that's trying to implement AI into their business. Everyone's making the same mistake over and over again. And because we are a marketing agency that use a ton of AI in your industry for you guys, can solve a ton of your problems right away. And I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know in this video. So make sure you watch this. Real quick, if you're new here, I'm Ryan Ogren. I'm the founder of Money Make Marketing. In 2025, we generated $3.5 million cash collected through the strategies that we use on this channel. And so far in 2026, we're at 3.2 million, around 3.2 million so far at the time of recording this video. The month just ended, so we have to recalculate. So we're probably above that. But anyways, we use a ton of AI in our day-to-day. We have a very small team, and we're able to drive such big results for our clients across every single one of those niches that they're in. And the reason we're able to do this is, one, because we're good at AI, but two, we understand the implications of applying it to a workflow. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through what's actually happening in the industry if you want to actually apply AI to your business development, your net new business, your marketing, your sales, everything like outreach, all that. I'll walk you through what's actually going to happen with AI and who it's going to replace, but also the new jobs that it's going to create that you need to be on the lookout for. Because a lot of these companies, they're hiring the wrong people and they're making the mistake. Anytime you make a mistake hiring and you make a mistake with your business development, you pay the ultimate price of opportunity costs, but also just inflated, inefficient workflows. So the more opportunity costs you lose out there, especially right now, it's going to be millions and millions of dollars. Because like anytime the industry has a bunch of like shifts and tariffs and like things that are really shaking it up, a lot of new businesses up for grabs, especially for you vendors of retail and CPG brands. A lot of new business up for grabs. And as soon as it solidifies and everyone finds their partners that they're happy with, boom, it's going to be a lot harder in the next few years. So right now is the perfect time to be working on this. So essentially, let's talk about your workflow without AI. Let's talk about your workflow with AI. So I have my iPad here. I'm just drawing it without AI, with AI. Okay, so this is your business development team. That does not look right. Let me just erase that real quick. All right, you have your business development decision maker. So you have a manager, you actually have your director, and then you have your manager, and then you have your business development reps. I'm trying to draw too fast. So you have your reps, so you have your BDRs, and then you have your manager, and then you have your director. And then you have like your CRO and CEO, and that's usually how your business development, your sales, and your marketing teams look. Now, I'm talking about mostly a net new business. When you're doing outreach to get net new accounts, this is usually what it looks like. And you just amplify this, bring it up, bring it down. That's like a number of people. You'll understand that. Now, with AI, the new structure that's going to actually be happening with AI is you're going to have one person here or maybe two people here. I'm going to give them faces. These are now your strategists. And then you're going to have your AI workflow builder who looks like this. Should we give him glasses? I'll give him glasses. Hey, glasses aren't nerdy. They're cool. See? But I'll give him, you have your AI workflow builder, and then you have them manage your, okay? So this is going to be the new structure. The reason I have two strategists is because I hate having just one brain working on a marketing strategy. I want multiple brains. The more human ideas that we can usually get into a marketing strategy, the better. Sometimes it can suck. Like there is a risk to return, like you could have too many cooks in the kitchen, but I like to have one strategist really own the campaign and the other one just giving them ideas. So one person needs to be responsible, but the other person needs to actually be able to give good ideas, because one human brain versus two human brains, like good marketers, they're really good. So you still have your marketing strategist, and then you have your AI workflow builder that is actually managing these AI workflows. Now, the reason you need this structure, okay, is because anybody that an AI workflow that successfully replaces a BDR, that person is now on the hook to manage that system. And the reason you need someone to manage the system, it can't just be like set it and forget it, is because AI systems break in thirds. I'll just say in threes. Okay, so what does this mean? Anybody that's ever scaled a business before, I actually scaled a business and I sold it. I sold it last year, April 2025. And anybody that's ever sold a business before, when you're truly scaling, like if you go from 1 unit to 3 units, your system breaks. If you go from 3 units to 9 units, every time I multiply it by 3, your system will break. Every time you go from 9 units to 27 units, your system will break. 27 to, what's 3 times 27? I don't know. What's 3 times 27? 3 times, let's do the math. 27 times 3, so that's just 6, 71. So anytime you go from 27 to 71, your systems break. And the reason this is so important, anybody that has actually scaled a business knows this. You need somebody that's constantly iterating on that and working on it. Because let's say an AI workflow builder, when they build this out, there's going to be credit limits that are hit. So like essentially what's going to happen is when they're building out to replace these BDRs, credit limits, records, like actual cold email and LinkedIn accounts, outreach limits, AI limits, banned software, and I can go on and on. So it's just not like a set it and forget it type of a thing. You're going to have a new AI person just constantly looking at that software as you scale it, right? And so these BDRs, like the hands roles, maybe just not exist anymore because AI can do it. But now they can become the AI workflow builder or the actual strategist that's among this. So the reason I'm making this video is because if you're a business owner and you're watching, you need to be thinking about your business development into 2 different strategies. And there's a heads role and there's a hands role. The heads role is the strategist role, and then the hands role is the AI role, okay? But the workflow builder itself, you can have AI do this, but it's not good yet. It is not good yet. And if you have no idea what's going on, you are at a severe disadvantage with your business development, and then you're just gonna be like, I just need another BDR. So those are the roles that you actually need, okay? So that's the reason you're going to need those roles. Now, people ask me all the time, can't we just have AI do this? And then once AI is like working, it'll just work forever as long as we don't scale it. Here's the thing about it, and we're talking about this a lot already, okay? And the reason we've had so much success right now is because our lead magnets that we use for our clients are just impossible. Not impossible, but they're very hard to replicate with AI right now. A personalized video pitch that I spend 10, 20, 30 minutes on, even a couple of them we spent 5 hours on. Those deals have actually closed for multiple 6 figures so far this year, wink, wink. But essentially what's happening, AI and your software tools in the industry, everybody has access to these. So everybody now has access. Everyone's like doing their thing, like using these tools. This is everybody using the tools, having a blast. Now, they're using these tools on all your prospects. So there's just so much noise coming to your prospects now. And all these tools, they all sound the same. So there's just what's happening is like there's just going to be more noise in the marketplace, and it's shifting. Just like workflow builders are going to be required to consistently and monitor these AI workflows and making sure they're going okay. I can't tell you how many times I spend my day going through our workflows, making sure they're all right. Anytime we have an error, an edge case, a use case, we hit a credit limit, we do some this, that, the other, I always have to go in and fix these things because we use a ton of AI for our clients. So it's literally a job. If you have AI and you successfully replicated it, fixing these workflows is like a full-time job. And AIs can do it eventually, but if you don't know what they're doing, you will not be able to replicate your results. So on the strategist side, same thing goes with marketing. So because everyone's getting hit with all this noise, we'll just label this as noise, this now becomes the norm. A personalized first line with AI where they scrape the website now becomes the normal. That's the normal. People all see that. What's already happening is like, if you go back 5 years, if you're still watching this video, you go back about 5 years and people were like, hey, Ryan, I saw you went to Elon University. I would have actually been like, whoa, they really did do research on me. Great, I'll respond. Actually, 5 years ago, I was playing baseball, so I wasn't getting cold emails. But for you guys, you probably recognize that, right? Now, if you see that, you're like, oh, AI did that. I'm not going to respond. So you're already adapting to the noise that you are seeing. You're already adapting to the noise that you are seeing. And so the only way to now actually iterate on this is to be different and more valuable. So a good metaphor for this is imagine it's like you and 10 of your friends, and I just give you $100 and I don't give any of your friends anything. That $100, it feels valuable because none of your friends have it. I just gave it to you. Only you have the $100. Now, imagine if I give every single one of your friends $100. That $100 does not become that valuable. But now, let's say I give you an extra $200, but I give everyone else $100. That extra $100 is the most valuable thing ever, right? So if we just continue to give everybody access to the same things, the arbitrage now becomes the actual strategy and how you use those tools. So that is where your business development is going. So focus, if you're still with me, focus on these two things. Your strategy, your business development strategy. If you already are cracking your business development strategy and you understand what opens up an account for you and gets you to actually close a deal, a lot of my clients, for us specifically, it's our video pitch will open up the account. And when they get on an in-person meeting with them, after we do their booked calls, we get them in front of their actual decision makers, they have a great first call, they go and meet in person. When they do that, they close all the deals. That's why we're printing. We know exactly what we need to do. My clients know their activation points. You need to know your activation points. So one, your business development strategy needs to be good, but you also need to bake in your iterations. So your strategy needs to have a repeatable system. And this isn't like we do this, we do that. You need to have the actual characteristics of the system where if we can hit like all these different pain points, then we will book a meeting. I know if we can find this in this a pit and this, if we can cover this and this on any kind of prospect in any industry, we'll be able to book a meeting. So you want to be able to find those characteristics and work on this strategy. You also need a system in here to iterate on your strategy. AI tools just cause everything in the industry just speed up. So everything just actually gets faster and faster. So you just need to iterate. The market saturates quicker. You saturate quicker. Everyone's attention spans are getting smaller. So you need to actually have a system that iterates on the strategy itself. So this could be like once a month, you are testing out new things. This could mean your 10% of your budget is actually trying new AI tools out there. This can mean split testing new messages, new lead magnets. For us, we're constantly testing new lead magnets with your target market. And what we'll do is we'll test it on new leads, but we'll also test it on reactivated leads. And so if we reach out to somebody and they didn't respond to message A, and we iterate and we try a new message and they respond to that, we're sending that new message out to try and beat our main message. Your marketplace is split up into segments and people respond to different things, okay? So number one, business owners you're watching, have a strategy on your business development. If you need help with this, designing a strategy, you wanna see what a video pitch like ours looks like, go to our website, apply to work with us. You will absolutely love it. If you are a good business owner, you might not like it. If you're still a good business owner, you might not like it. But I will say, we know what we're doing when it comes down to it, and I'll prove it to you with a video pitch of ours. So if you want to see that, go to our website, apply to work with us. I'll send you a video pitch. One, make sure you have a strategy. Okay, so if you need help with your strategy, you know what to do. Two, you should be familiarizing yourself with workflow builders, or at least working on hiring them. And there's some new to this. You want to own the AI infrastructure, okay? So you don't want to hire like a contractor, I don't think. And if you do hire a contractor, you want them to build the workflow so you own it. Build internally, okay? Now, I would say you want to try to get someone full-time and then just put in your employment agreement that everything that they build, you own, but you also have them, like they build it, then they manage it. The worst thing about contract is they'll build the workflow for you, but then they won't manage it. And so the same people that are building the workflows, they're not the ones that are managing it for you. So then someone else has to come in and figure out what the hell this workflow is even doing. And it's just a massive cluster F. I don't want to cuss too much on this video. You want to go and hire a workflow builder, hire them. You can get cheap ones out there right now that aren't that good, and you could just say, hey, learn your skills here, and we're just going to own everything, but we're going to test you. And so you're going to have a lot of opportunity to test new tools. We'll give you a testing budget, like a small one. These AI tools are not that expensive. And we'll give you like a small testing budget. And then once they go through and they start learning stuff, yeah, they're going to probably go elsewhere, but you now know exactly what you need to look for your next one. So I would focus on these two things if you're a business owner, and you will be ahead of your entire industry. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Ryan Ogren. If you want to work with us, make sure you apply to work with us. We will never take on a client that competes with an existing client. That's just who we are. We're here to make our clients a lot of money. And once we get a client, we very rarely lose that client. We've lost a couple clients before to long sales cycles. They did cash flow positive with us. But if you're in that vendor of retail, CPG brands, or medical devices, or B2B manufacturers, if you're in one of those, like, we will absolutely crush it for you. Even a general contractor that targets developers, we've been absolutely crushing it for. So there's a ton of things that we can do really well. But if you have any doubts, apply to work with us, and we'll do a video pitch for you on a strategy. We'll walk you through our whole strategy. And then if you really want to, you can talk to some of our clients and they'll scream at you for even thinking about it. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you comment, subscribe, getting this YouTube channel going. So Ryan Ogren, Money Make Marketing. See ya.